Okay, I guess we're recording. Hey Jeff, this is a video I'm making to kind of like make my point about what happened during the Marroquín event. Now, this material I got from a PowerPoint that this professor had. Now, he had the problem, which is right here. Uh, his example. So what we did was we added some interactivity, make it interactive by being able to hide what the problem is. So in the beginning of the class, this is what you get. So the teacher comes in, he brings up his problem. Now remember that he had this on PowerPoint, so he had the problem on one slide, then the steps of the solution in the other side. Now, so he brings in the problem and he highlights whatever relevant information he needs to highlight, right? He may choose to keep the problem in place or maybe hide it, uh, erasing his annotations. And then what we have here is the table that'll help him solve the problem. So it's a table for calculating interest, simple interests. So what he is doing is he's looking for the information that he needs to point out to the students. So here comes the interactive part. In his PowerPoint, he would have had a slide with these arrows already pointing in the right direction and a circle kind of like showing the information, the relevant information. What we're doing here is we're taking that PowerPoint presentation, taking the elements and making those elements interactive. The interesting thing about that, what the professor found interesting was that he could reuse this. So he's done, he got the information, and maybe right here he's writing out the answer, or maybe he has the answer in another little arrow tab, right? And later he can just reset this, and start all over again with a second problem. Now, the other interesting thing we looked at was, using very, very simple tools. He could hide the answer so that after he gets, blah, 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 after he gets his students to work out the problem, he can come in and, you know, show them what the answer was, for instance. So he enjoyed that because this exercise represented about maybe 5 or 6 slides in his PowerPoint presentation. And there was no way of exploring different scenarios on the go, right? He had his slides. His slides were set, and he had no control over, simple changes. What happens if we pick the wrong number, for instance? And how that doesn't work, etc. So that kind of interaction is what he found really interesting. Now, he has a lot of material done on PowerPoint that we could try to translate into Active Studio and use it to present to university professors and show them how Active Studio can help them in their lessons that they already have in PowerPoint. So my task right now is going to be to find out a little bit more about that material that's already created in PowerPoint, and to explore this idea of interactivity, right? So anyway, this was just to show you my point. I'm going to stop now. Have a good day.